It's been quite difficult making this video. Um, this is because people really don't like talking about their failures. Nobody likes failure, and failure sucks and it hurts. My business has failed. That's my latest business has failed. Uh, it's kind of like really hard to talk about it, but I decided after a lot of contemplation within myself, I decided that okay, I think the best thing was just to talk about it because obviously it's not just me that is going through this. A number of people could be going through this same experience and motion that I'm going through. Uh, I was in the used car business. I sold used cars. I started in 2019 part time when I was still working, and I started with about it was a side hustle with like 690 pounds, and like within the last 2 years we've done revenues in excess of like hundreds of thousands. So it's kind of like very painful seeing a business that was actually thriving, going successfully, and to all of a sudden see that business fail. It's really really hurtful, and it's really really painful. At the moment, I'm a little bit lost as to what to do next. I've realized quite quickly, like when I decided, okay, let's see whether I could go back into paid employment. You discover that people sometimes get very um, edgy, or do I say uncomfortable, hiring ex entrepreneurs because they feel that, oh goodness, they are a flight risk. I've come to realize that quite quickly. So I'm asking myself that is it worth going back into paid employment, or do I continue with my search to start another business? But that's the whole tricky part because at the moment that's my business has run out of money. So personally, I don't have any money. It's just by the grace of God and with my very wonderful partner that I wanted to getting by. So it's kind of like really hard. And you could ask me, how did your business fail? What happened? That's did it happen suddenly? Did you see this coming? What could you have done about it? To be honest, when I got into the used car market, those cars were quite cheap, so I was getting cars at reasonably good prices at the auction houses. But with COVID and the protracted nature of COVID, this resulted into a shortage in semiconductor chips. Yeah, yeah, and this resulted into a shortage of new cars coming into the market. The end result was that people were holding longer onto their old cars, and therefore there have been a shortage of stock of old cars going to the auction. The result is because of the limited supply, demand has gone up from buyers, the prices of cars have gone up, and a lot of us in the budget spectrum are simply been unable to cope. So cars became more expensive, so all our profits and all our capital went back to buying more expensive cars, which previously were very cheap. But at the end of the day, a lot of these cars had issues, and we spent a lot of money trying to fix them. At the end of the day, a lot of them could not be fixed, and we lost a lot of money. And we still had our overhead was still like constant. That we had to pay rent, we had to pay salaries. So at the end of the day, I realized that the business was running out of money, and it was just a matter of time because we couldn't get as much revenue, as much stock as we needed to meet our overhead. So I knew that it was just a matter of time that everything would go south. And it got to that point where I realized that, man, there's just no money. We simply ran out of money, and it sucks. The difference now is compared to previous businesses that I did, I used to work full time and then have businesses by the side which failed. But like right now, or with my last business, that's I went in full time, so that was the only thing I was doing, and now it has failed. So it sucks. I know there may be a number of people going through the same experience right now. So please leave a comment down below. Tell me how you're feeling, what you're going through, what are your plans, and where do you go from here? For me at the moment, I really don't know what I'm doing, what I'm going to do. I've been applying for jobs to see whether I could go back to paid employment. I'm still looking at other business opportunities as well, but nothing has really jumped out at me yet. But just keep a date with me, and I'll tell you how my situation progresses. I don't want to wait till I become successful to talk about this failure. I'm talking about it now, and let's see where life takes me in the next couple of years from now. Thank you for listening, and please subscribe to my channel.